Hello and welcome to Home Practice, Stopgap series of inclusive contemporary dance classes and workshops, designed for you to learn more about inclusive dance and explore your own dance practice from wherever you are. This series is called Inclusion Elevates Everyone and draws on Stopgap's 25 years of experience. This class is called The Dance is in the Detail and is an audio class that works with building a heightened sense of awareness in order to manipulate slight changes in our physicality. We hope you enjoy the session. Leave us your comments below, and to be notified of our next video, please subscribe to our channel and click the bell to receive notifications.
Short clips from this season of Home Practice. Our disabled and non-disabled teachers dance and deliver their sessions in a brightly lit studio with a wooden floor. Pastel-coloured geometric shapes glide across to reveal text inside the outline of a house. Home Practice.
Hello, I'm Amy. I'm going to lead you through this audio class. The dance is in the detail. For me, much of the beauty in Stopgap's choreography is in the nuances of the focus, subtlety of the gestures, embodiment of the image, and the variety of textures in the body. These final layers add depth and finesse. In order to articulate the detail in the body, one must have a sense of the body, where it is in space, how it relates to space, and how one can manipulate small changes. I will invite you to play with proprioception, which means a perception of the body and movement of the body. Work with the practice of noticing, and finally use all of this to assist in changing the detail. The first exercise will work with touching different body parts. Adjust the body part whenever necessary. My instruction is just a guide. The exercises are totally open and work with any area of the body. Let's take a moment to find a comfortable position in our space. Upright and easy in your body. I recommend on your feet if you are a standing dancer. Ground your base. Let your breath flow easily. And know that the next instructions are not about achieving. It is purely about noticing and enjoying the outcome. Bring one or both of your arms out to the side at shoulder height. I like to close my eyes as we are aiming to do this without using our eyes to guide us. By bending at your elbow, touch the very tip of your nose with the tip of your index finger. How accurate can you be? Try this a couple of times. Maybe have a go on the other side. And rest whenever you need by letting your arms relax. Keep checking in with how you're breathing. Again, bring your arms out to the side at shoulder height. If possible, both of them, but you can also work with your arms lower if this is more comfortable. Again, without using your eyes, keep the arms long and bring them in front of you, touching all 5 fingertips to opposite fingertips, ideally at the center line of your body, so the arms will have moved the same distance. Try a couple of times. Do all the fingertips touch at the same time? Can you be precise? Again, rest whenever you need by letting your arms relax. Now, using your knowledge of the space you are in and assessing it however you see fit, choose a front. and decide what is side and back of the space. You might use your orientation in relation to objects, lights from windows, sound of my voice, or your visual assessment of the space. Do not rush. Settle in upright facing your front. Without using your eyes as a guide, turn 90 degrees to your right to face the side of your space. Rest. Settle. Turn another 90 degrees in the same direction. Rest. Do you have a sense of the back of the space? Turn 180 degrees in the same direction to return to your chosen front. Now reorientate yourself using the original way that you chose front. Are you facing your front? Were you exact? Is your base exact? Now choose a wall in your room. It needs to be one that you can get very close to, so ideally clear of objects. But it only needs to have space the size of your body. Face the wall, getting as close as you can. Now consider the length of your arm when it's long, including the hands and length of the fingers. Visualize this length. Now move backwards away from your wall and stop at the distance you believe is the length of your arm when straight out in front of you. Take a moment. Perhaps reconsider and adjust if you want. Then slowly lift your arm up in front of you until it is at shoulder height. Do your fingertips graze the wall? Is there too little or too much space for your arm? Take time to reset and try again, perhaps with the other arm or maybe another body part. Enjoy the playfulness of this exercise. I want us now to develop our capacity to notice the shapes we make and the positions of our body. Come away from the wall into the centre of your space. And let's take a bit of time to gently begin to move the body. I quite like to approach open movement exercises with a task so I do not feel stuck. Gently making curves in the body or reaching the bones in space are two of my favourites. The movement does not matter. Just try to move continuously until asked otherwise, and be gentle and patient with your body. Breathe. Take it easy. Massage those sticky bits through bringing intuitive movement into the body. Keep moving as you listen. When I say pause, we will pause our movement. I will then ask you a question, we will reflect, and then I will invite you to move again. We will repeat this process a few times, each time considering new information. Keep enjoying the movement with no obligation to make particular shapes. Maybe allow yourself to smile, do what you need and know that it is enough. Pause your movement. Let the dust settle on this shape. Let us consider where our body parts are in the space and their relationship to each other. How far are your arms from your body or from each other? Can you sense the negative space? This is the space around you, not occupied by another body or object. What is the distance between your chin and your chest? What is the angle of the head? The position of your base? The shape of your spine? Find a moment to visualize the entirety of your body in space and the relationship between the body parts. Gently begin to move again. Let your body lead you. Iron out the creases and be kind to yourself. Breathe, just allowing the breath to flow in and out with ease. Pause. Try not to adjust. And see yourself from the outside. You can see yourself from the front at a distance. What are you wearing? What shape are you making? And what is the expression on your face? Do you appear comfortable? The camera moves around the body. Take in the sides and back of the body. You can see yourself from above. What parts of you are hidden from view? How does the top of you appear? You can see yourself from underneath. Your base is the muse of the image, your dance tool or feet being most clear. Begin to move again. Take your time and do not analyze the shapes you make. All the answers are right. Maybe you are beginning to feel a little warm. Enjoy this heat. Maybe you want to move more. Maybe you want to move less. Whatever the choice, indulge in what you do. Pause. Try and rest the body in this shape. How can you dissolve unnecessary tension? Again, you see yourself. Where can you see yourself from? Zoom in. Look at the pores of your skin, the hair on your body, the wrinkles on your hands. Take in these micro elements of yourself. How big are your nostrils? How long are your nails? What is the colour of the hair on your arm? For the final time, bring movement into the body. Allow your shape to continually change and ride the wave of your movement. Enjoy this heightened awareness of your aesthetic. Can you see yourself as you move? Focus in, zoom out, open and close the space between your body parts, always aware of the distance and how they interrelate. Change the angle you see yourself. Do you have a better sense of your three-dimensionality, your depth, width, and height. Take your time to bring the body back to a neutral position. Don't rush. If you're enjoying moving with this extra awareness, keep going a little longer. When ready, settle. Maybe draw your attention to the flow of your breath. This exercise makes me smile. What is the expression on your face? And how often do we contemplate this detail? When have you attempted to observe yourself from all these angles and with so much attention? You are complex and unique. We are building, so keep all the information that you've discovered so far bubbling, and let's see if we have space to extend our practice of noticing, working with the senses and the space around us. The objective to begin is to simply move. You might want a focus to start you off. Perhaps you focus on shifting your base, or maybe unfolding and folding the body. All the options are okay. Find a comfortable rhythm to your movement. Perhaps you have shifted your tempo from the last exercise, or maybe you are sitting in movement that is comfortable on your body. Let's now move whilst taking in the space. What is your sense of the space? The distance of your body from the walls around you. The space above your head. The distance of different parts of your body from the floor. Where and what objects are in the space, and how does your relationship through them change as you move? Where is the light in the room coming from? And how does the light change as you move in space? Can you catch the light on your body? Where is my voice coming from? Does my voice change as you turn away from your device? With a focus on sound whilst you move, what are the furthest away sounds that you hear outside of the space you are in? Can you hear traffic, birds, the weather? Now draw yourself into the space. What are the sounds in the space? Does the floor make a sound as you move? Can you hear the gurgle of heating pipes, the noise of a washing machine, or other people in the vicinity? Bring your attention closer. Can you hear the sounds in and around your own body? Do your clothes make a noise as they move? Can you hear your breath, the gurgle of your stomach, the saliva in your mouth? What is the temperature of the air on your skin? How do your clothes feel on your skin? Can you move your skin on your clothes? Does the temperature in the space change as you move? As you breathe in, does your mouth and nose feel cooler? Can you feel your hair or the jewellery you wear? Can you feel your eyelids on your eyeballs as you blink? What can you taste in your mouth? And what can you smell in the space? Try and sense all this as you move. Take it all in. Do not become overwhelmed by all this information. Let it wash over you. And do you feel different moving now? Again, take time to let the movement dissolve. And when ready, settle in a comfortable position. Maybe take a moment to have some water or just digest your experience. Perhaps you have a notepad and want to jot down findings. My hope is that this practice of noticing has added a new layer and possibility to your experience and approach to moving. That you now have potential to access more knowledge and can comprehend your experience in detail. Now I invite you to move again, however your energy levels allow you to. It is not the time to push, so be kind to yourself. Keep moving until I ask you to pause. And when you pause, like earlier, you hold the position you pause in. Try not to think about the moment of stillness. Just move, flow, and allow your body to continually morph into new shapes. Pause. Without altering the position of your body, analyze the amount of tension you have and where. Now change this. Maybe the whole of the body builds more tension. Perhaps you release tension where you are holding. If you can, try and release somewhere whilst building somewhere else. Again, move. And as you move, can you contemplate the tension in your body? Where you have just enough, where you hold, and where you push purposefully. Pause. Where are you looking? Keep your eyes where they are and delicately change the tilt or angle of the head. Does this feel very different? Now keep the head where it is and change the position of the eyes. Dissolve into movement. Can you lead the movement with the eyes? Can you move and the eyes trail behind you like a delay? Can you be very specific with where you are looking? Can you move your eyes in opposition to the head? Pause. Again, without moving, notice the edges of your body, the fingertips and the space between the fingers, the inside edge of the limbs, the tip of the nose, top of the head, the toes, tongue and chin. Change one small edge. Change another small edge. The changes are delicate and subtle. If you were in a film, the camera is close up. Change one more edge. And once again, begin to move. As you move, can you keep a sense of your edges? Are you able to manipulate them at will? Can you find minute movement while moving the entire body? Pause. How do you feel in this shape? If you were a quality, emotion, or image, what would you be? Let me offer some ideas. You're light, like smoke. Your bones are a clothes rack and the tissue of the body is simply hanging on your bones. Or you are being suspended by ropes. You're excited, morose, frustrated. Choose one of mine or your own and be this. Let this go and move. I invite you to keep moving. And without the consideration afforded by pausing, let us see if we can apply all these possibilities whilst moving. Play with muscular tension, your focus, the edges of the body and an image or emotion. Can you do this simultaneously? And which feel comfortable? And which fall away as your attention is more constant in one direction? Can we bring back our awareness of the space, what we hear, taste and smell? Can we see ourselves from the outside and perfectly touch the tip of one finger to our nose? It's okay to do one of these, all of these or none of these. And it's okay to feel overwhelmed, and it's okay to simply enjoy moving. I hope you enjoyed this session. I'm going to leave you now with one track of music for you to do just as you wish. Let this experience wash over you. Maybe you want to write, maybe you want to rest, maybe you want to move. Do what you need.
Home Practice, Stopgap Dance Company.